position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the USF Bulls, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Army Black Knights, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulls offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
From the gun, running back on the move. It's a fumble on the play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, that's not the start this offense wanted. Your starting running back puts it on the ground on his very first carry. This is a guy they need to have a big game. They need him to get his confidence going, and that last play isn't going to do that.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Guys, let's give a little context to where Army is. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season. Breaks into the open. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. It's complete. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. And the Black Knights trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Army! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. Turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You got to execute, and you got to lock in.
Looking to throw, it's Cunningham. Quickly to the tight end. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. The Bulls moving quickly to the line. It's a draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
With the catch, it's Peterman. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man quickly. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends.
Unleashes one deep. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, USF. Looking for the tie with the extra point. They make this look ridiculously easy.
And it's because you've done it so much together. You start to build a trust with your quarterback, and that quarterback knows, I'm going to create some space near that sideline. You throw it where I can get it. I'll go up and make the catch on that fade route.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Dumps it off in the flats. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll ride his man on the option. He has the first and still on his feet. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. The Black Knights are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. They'll try the toss to the left. Oh, he's got a chance. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. And the Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. The give on the inside. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Bulls in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Back to the ground with the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Gets it past the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. Unloads to the right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. It'll be 3rd and long. Scanning the field is Cunningham. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Books it all the way. Oh, the ball's out on the return. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. First play of the drive wants to throw. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. Touchdown Bulls. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
On the move, it's Knight. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to scramble. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
I love it. I love first down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Up, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Working that left side. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires downfield. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
To the air, it's Cunningham. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with it.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Bulls will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. The Black Knights will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. The give out of the gun. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. And the Bulls are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Back to throw, it's Cunningham. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. The Bulls are on the move. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Army has it back and the offense ready to go. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Snags it over the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Black Knights will hustle to the line. Fires to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So the offense will go for it around midfield. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got it and more than enough for a 1st down. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited.
There he goes. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking to throw again. Got a man, it's Wicks. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. 2nd down coming up.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. The Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Hauls it in. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got it still on his feet. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They even things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Going to try to get it himself. Smashes through the tackle. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Caught. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. And they're able to get him on the ground. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Wicks. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Black Knights will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Army! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Cunningham. Got his man out of the backfield. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Dumps it to the back. It's caught. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Peterman. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down. Now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires toward the end zone. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Oh, better look out. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Finds the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Back to throw, it's Cunningham. Oh, they're after him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach.
position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Army Black Knights, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Falcons will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Army Black Knights offense is on the field for the first time today. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying. A great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy.
There he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The Black Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Takes the easy completion. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides the back and leaves it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And everyone down, all the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Air Force's offense will have its first possession of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They go to the ground. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. For young men who are going to make their living protecting the skies, they can cover some ground, too.
There's no doubt, and they're going to cover the ground and be on the ground, stay on the ground, and be very successful. That's what they want to do with this running attack.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Direct snap. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Gives it on the option.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here comes the option. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now on the option. Got enough for the first down. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They want to run it left here. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Bounced off his feet. And the Black Knights want to move quickly. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Fires downfield. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Chucked it away just as he was hit. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback running on the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. It's a running room. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. He'll pull it on the read. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Trying to bull his way in. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need one more yard for the touchdown on third down. On the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I like the quarterback's thought process on this one because you're just going to your best player, looking for your best matchup. This guy one-on-one is a nightmare to cover. Outstanding route running, and he's got great hands as well. This quarterback is going to be looking his way a lot in this game.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
To the air on first down. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if... Touchdown, Army! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. The Falcons will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Nestles it in at the 35. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. He'll pull it down and run. Gets some yardage and gets down. The Black Knights want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab down the middle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And this one is perfect. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be third and long. Wide receiver going in motion. The lone back's got it. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. And the Falcons decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's going to run it. Did the work himself. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. Wants to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Black Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback making adjustments. Going to swing it on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I think offensive coordinators who stick a guy and keep him in the same spot are doing that guy a big disservice. If I have a guy like this who's such a playmaker and got the speed and athleticism he does, I'm putting him in the slot like this to go take advantage of matchups.
Touchdown, Black Knights! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He'll start this drive firing. Floats it out in space. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The Falcons backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going.
Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's the handoff. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make.
Time to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the catch on the left. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Wicks. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Black Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Puts it out of the air. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Snaps it in the shotgun. Got out of trouble and throws. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown, Army! And the beatdown has ensued. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious. I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100+ yards. But it's also a tough skill because you got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Alexander. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. A little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Running it to the right. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And the Falcons will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted.
Caught at the 25. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a...
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Looking to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Wicks.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop them.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet, and he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Bring in the heat. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score, so they might try to score again. Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Can the D deny them on second and goal? And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of